these are the really upscale stuff. This is stuff you don't buy in a big box store. We spend a lot of hands on. We grow a lot of stuff that we plant, every plant by hand. And that's the way we do it. Like all this, we grow it in a line, and we take them and we plant every one by hand. All these have been touched by hand. No machine, no nothing. So we raise like 90 different varieties of tomatoes that people come in and buy them. They can buy them by a 3-pack or a single 4-inch. And we got specialty planters. We got them from strawberries to different stuff, petunias. And we got geraniums are growing. Some of this stuff's small, I know it is, but we got strawberries down on the ground there. We just got different things growing different times of year, and we got a lot more to come. So this is what I thrive on, a good root system. This is stuff you don't get in a big box store. A lot of the plants that we buy them a little plug, we got a lot of money in them, but they're gonna go anywhere from 50 up. So some of the big ones are gonna be a lot more, but there's a lot of work and a lot of money in them. So this greenhouse we're in, it costs about, every 2 weeks, about $700, about $1,400 a month to heat it. You know, they made it happen. If I didn't have the right equipment to do the job, I couldn't do it. And trying to save enough money, inflation would get you before you got there. And during COVID, I bought a lot of stuff and I got very fortunate. And I had the cash flow with them to let it happen. So it's all done right here. This is a wave petunia basket. These are what I call my bougie baskets. They are beautiful. When they come out, they're gonna be gorgeous. We have all prices of stuff. You know, cheaper basket for the person that don't wanna spend a lot, I get it. And maybe they can't, and I get it. So, but that stove there, that's how we're heating this building, and we can heat that greenhouse and this greenhouse with it. And that thing saves us a lot of money. And that was one thing that we bought, cash flow from New Cross Federal, you know? And it was a good investment. It don't look like much, but it wasn't cheap. And you'll feel here in a minute how warm it is in here. But I think these really look nice. Kind of proud of them, ain't gonna lie to you. And in here is where we start all the seedlings. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's limits to everything. But like one time I wanted to buy a big piece of machinery that we're talking lots and lots of money. And I walked in and I told him my game plan, told Jason what I wanted, and he was sitting in his chair. He went over to his computer and he turned around. He said, "Done. When do you want to check?" And that, you don't get that from big banks. You just don't get that from them. And I feel like when I walk in there, they treat me like I'm something, and that means a lot to me. But I try to be loyal to them. If I have a cash flow issue and said, "Hey, I can't make this happen for 3 weeks or 4 weeks, but I need something," they've always been good to me and said, "Let's do it." And you know, you just got to be honest with them, and I feel that works on both ways. So, and in this business, cash can get tight, and it takes a lot. Well, you can't save enough money today to do something like that on your own. It wouldn't be near, I'd say we'd be a quarter of the size if you tried to save the money and do it on your own. And that's my opinion. I mean, I'm very loyal to them, and they're loyal to me, so I'm good with it. To fill all these greenhouses and for the amount of ground we're farming, and to get our sweet corn planted and our pumpkins, I did a budget out, and it wouldn't get you through the whole year. It's $345,000 just to start. And I know that don't sound like a lot, but it is for a mom and pop place, you know. People want to grow their own, I don't blame them. I really highly recommend it. I will tell you this is my theory. Grow a little, get a lot. Grow a lot, get a little. Because everybody thinks they want a big garden like we raise. Well, it takes a lot of machinery and a lot of time. You got to have the cash flow to have the equipment to do the job. To farm this little operation, the money it takes just to start, it's $345,000 to fill the greenhouses and put the crop out. We have our own honey. See this in here, it's kind of turning to sugar, which is okay, you can heat it up, but that tells you it's real. If you get it and then you keep it cold and it don't turn to sugar or crystallize, that tells me there's something else in it. And this is pure. So that's how you know. See the difference? This has been warm, this one's got cold. So, and this one's starting to go to sugar. So we'll heat it up. And the other bank I was with, they just can't compare. If I wanted to buy something that was like going through a vault, you have to go up a hill and never get there. And the deal might be gone the time you get there, you know, and that's, if you can get your hands on the cash and get what you need and be able to pay it back, that's the main thing. Yeah. We built the front room on, we've added addition. Twice we built this back porch on since we've been with them. Sabrina's idea. She's the one that says, hey, your store needs to be bigger. And I wish it was bigger even now, but it takes a lot to fill it up. We upgraded our power. All that money come from them. Okay. This was the first edition with them, and this was the second, and that was part of the second in there. Without them, it wouldn't happen.